that he believes he's being stopped unfairly, something to that extent. And this is a routine thing for African American kids in Baltimore, something to that effect. And essentially the story is he believes he's being profiled for being black in Ridgely Delight. And I thought about that, and I thought, you know, maybe, obviously, he has a legitimate personal concern, a legitimate, entirely legitimate personal perspective about the stop. Ultimately, he was issued some sort of citation or a repair order for a broken taillight on the van, right? A broken taillight on the van. First of all, the Supreme Court has upheld that you could use safety repair orders as a legal constitutional right to effect a stop to further investigate or advance an investigation. Anybody live in Ridgely Delight? Anybody live in Ridgely Delight and know what's going on in Ridgely Delight right now? Number one thing occurring in Ridgely Delight right now, you want to guess? Burglary. House burglaries. Do the time probabilities say most of the burglaries are happening during the day? Why are they happening during the day? Because all of you are up here going to class. You're in class. And so no one's home at the thing. It's a working class, young, professional community. No one there during the day. Perfect time to do burglaries. Here's some guys driving around apparently lost. They look to the cop like they don't know where they're going. They're driving a van. And taillight's broken out. I didn't pinch the cop. You know why I didn't pinch the cop? He doesn't have kryptonite. He doesn't have x-ray vision. He couldn't see into the van. He's only got one way to do his job. Pull the car over and ask the guy, you all right? Now, I would hope that his approach could have been better. His approach could have been, you all right? Do you know where you're going? Can I help you? Can I help you get where you're going? I pulled you over, your taillight's busted out, and look like you're lost. Now, in that encounter, he might be able to figure out if the guy starts creeping him out, like maybe he should do something more. We got to talk to people. That's one. Second part is, I think what's not in the story is just what I told you a minute ago. 2005, 108,000 adult arrests. Did you read anything in the story about fewer than 45,000 arrests? Did you read anything in there? I kind of would like a little tiny bit of credit for reducing arrest targeted at African Americans in this community. Because let's face it, it's not guys from Catonsville. It's not guys that look like you and me that comprise the biggest subset of that 108,000. It's made a little bit more compelling when you know, and when the reason why it was relevant that I said the ACLU and the NAACP, that's relevant because they filed a lawsuit against the police department that went all the way to federal court, and people packed War Memorial to protest about the arrest policies of the BPD. Now, there ought to be some recognition of the opposite. Just the same as Woody Collins said, do something about the homicide rate here. I'm not looking for credit. I'm looking for perspective. Because when I ask you how many kids were killed in Baltimore last year, haven't said the number. How many? Tell me how many. Take a guess. Take a guess. Yep. Juvenile homicides.
Oh, under 18?
Yep. This also includes baby deaths, so if, like, parents kill their infant. What do you think? 50. 13. 13. I go to places where people say, Baltimore, there's kids killed there every day. Every day there's kids killed in that city. It ain't so. It just ain't so. Now, I am absolutely certain there are rogue, bad apple cops that are biased and prejudiced, and the same amount of force I'm using to hunt these gun offenders down, I'm committed to hunting them down. Now, you could take that as good rhetoric and good speech. I challenge you to read the newspaper. I'm the guy that brought the FBI in and arrested my own guys. I tricked them into coming into the police academy with an FBI SWAT team holding them at machine gun point to put handcuffs on every one of those scoundrels. I'm the guy that authorized the wiretap on the drug dealer inside our ranks. And now he's going to go away to federal prison for a really long time. It's easy to say you're committed to these things. It's a whole nother thing to demonstrate it. And I would like to think that going from a practice that incarcerated and targeted and arrested 108,000 people in this city to fewer than 45,000 is some damn good progress. And so thank you. And so that's what I'd like to see in terms of perspective. So I know it occurs. It's abhorrent when it does. But again, Baltimore can be known for these stereotypical images that all of us should fight against. All of us should fight against because of what's at stake for all of us. And so I'm getting the sign. And two things. I want to thank all of you just frankly for the opportunity to be here and just be able to have a discussion with you. I want to thank you for your time and your indulgence and having a listen to what I even have to dribble on about. And I'll conclude with just let's not make any small plan. Make no small plan. Thanks for coming.